and fill that role.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Lakers, outside the wings are Reeves and James. He's out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Reeves. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Here's Randle from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hachimura against Randle. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. Five to shoot. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
No good on that one. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And the second free throw, good.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Taken away by Hayes. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. Edwards with the block. First quarter, just over a minute played. Conley dishes to Edwards. Randle, a screen on Reeves. And the basket by Edwards.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Conley against Doncic. What a terrific move that was.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniels. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Reeves against Edwards. Stolen by Michael Conley. Fast break, here they come. Here's Randle. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Edwards against Doncic. Doncic with a screen on Conley. Here's Reeves, just 5 to shoot, and he drops it in from the low post. Reeves has got his second bucket of the game to go. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
First one falls for him. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, three-time Basketball Hall of Famer, the logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Now, here's McDaniels. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Gobert with a screen on James. McDaniels gets a wide open look, and he's good on the three ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's James. Misses from close range. Conley against Doncic. Outside Edwards. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here's Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Ball stolen. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And they double up LeBron. Edwards against Reeves. Hayes with the screen for Reeves. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Doncic missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Finney-Smith. To the paint. Here's LeBron. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. McDaniels passes to Conley. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Lakers trail. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Conley. Doncic against Conley. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the court for Minnesota, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Miller, and it's Reed in at the 5. Now here's Edwards. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Edwards got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards, scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Reeves finds Finney-Smith.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Windsors. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens, because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
The Lakers with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Reeves outside. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Edwards. Miller with a screen on Reeves. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hachimura is checked in for Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron in for Connect. Minnesota also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Miller. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Free throw good, LeBron. RJ last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Reeves the pass to Vincent. A beautiful reverse layup. Vincent's got his first 2 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Edwards. From outside the arc. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. A nice shot by LeBron.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a 3-point basket.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. connect. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for Gabe Vincent. Randall's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Here's Conley following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Doncic outside. No good with the triple. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Over in the corner, Edwards. 5 on the clock. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Randall up and in on the layup. Randall's got 7 points.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Here's Doncic. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Conley, the pass to Randall. And here's Edwards. Pulls it up. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Shoots over James. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. And here is Doncic. 7 points in the game. No good with the layup. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute.
We know that Cincinnati's defense is non-existent. Cleveland can't score on me. So you got all of that going on. It's a prime opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens to take advantage of this opportunity. Lamar Jackson is coming back. The division is still there to be had. Over the last 2 years, the Pittsburgh Steelers lost their last 4 games of the regular season last year, plus the playoff. That's how they ended the game, losing the 5 straight weeks. Year before that, they finished 500 over the last 6 weeks. They show that they can crumble as the season wanes, which means that Baltimore has a prime opportunity. It is sacrilegious to think of the Baltimore Ravens not being a playoff team with Lamar Jackson in the lineup. He's been out the last several weeks. He's back now. I think they make a run. He knows he's got to make a run, and I think that's what's going to happen.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Which is a huge improvement over the rest of the year. But it's about Derrick Henry. Feed the beast, put the ball in
Minnesota
the belly
in the lead.
about 40 times a game.
In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And good things will happen.
They play
Here's
Thursday night
Edwards.
against Miami.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think the expectation all along is
Austin Reeves picks one up.
A shot fake by Edwards. A move we don't see a lot anymore, but it can still be very effective.
Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Lamar will be a dud.
And he knocks down the first one. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Edwards drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lakers trail by 4. Now, here's Doncic. No one near James as he lets it go. And another three for the Lakers.
In a playoff team with Lamar Jackson in the lineup. He's been out the last several weeks. He's back now. I think they make a run. He knows he's got to make a run, and I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
So good at finding these spots. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
Which is a huge improvement.
Randle, the pass to Conley. Gobert with it.
It's about Derrick Henry. Feed the beast, put the ball
Randle,
in
right
the belly
side. Back
about
to Gobert.
40 times a game, and watch what happens. You'll beat everybody.
Edwards against Reeves. 6 on the shot clock.
Even when Lamar comes back, feed the beast.
Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
I think they are, and I think the expectation
Pass to
all along
Hayes.
is that he would play that Thursday night game
James, outside.
from South Florida.
Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
5 days for a guy still recovering from the hamstring. Probably too much to ask physically.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Conley finds Randle. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Cleveland can't score on me.
Now here's
So
Doncic.
you got all of that going on. It's a prime opportunity
Pass
for
to
the
Hayes.
Baltimore Ravens to take advantage of this opportunity.
And here's Doncic.
Lamar Jackson,
Let's go with a 3.
the division is
It's
so
rebounded by
big.
Rudy Gobert. In
Over the last
2024,
2 years,
Luka
the Pittsburgh
Doncic
Steelers
recorded
lost the
6
last 4 games
consecutive
of the regular
30-point
season last year.
triple-double
Plus the playoffs.
games.
That's how they
That's
end
right,
the game.
B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Conley to the inside. Gobert. And he banks in the layup.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Back now, I think they make
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Conley against Doncic. Pass to James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
how is he playing? Is he not?
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Which is a huge improvement over the rest of the year. But it's about Derrick Henry.
He knocks down the first one. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
Yeah, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Here's Conley. Can't get it to fall.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Conley against James. Conley passes to Randall. Outside McDaniels to the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Hayes against Gobert. Hayes up top. Doncic on the wing. And Gobert with a block. Here's McDaniels. No good with a layup. Lakers trail by 4. Here we go. Randall with a steal. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Lakers games draw big names, and tonight we've seen Soulja Boy hanging out with the fans.
You know, the Lakers have even made it into some of his lyrics. You know, the fans here love that, and they always enjoy checking out who might be in the crowd with him at a game.
So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. Pass to connect. Here's Doncic. Yet to see a basket. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Minnesota leading by 4. Outside, Alexander Walker. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Picked by Gobert. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Conley. Launches a 3 on target from range.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Inside, tipped. It's stolen by James. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Back to Conley. Randall outside. Picked by Gobert. 4-3. They grab their own miss. McDaniels from long range. Outside, Alexander Walker. Drills it from deep.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Doncic. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on James. McDaniels from long range. James, right side.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Here's Edwards. With 1 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Minnesota leading by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Dante DiVincenzo. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Edwards in a 2-guard. Shot is good by Reeves.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Edwards. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Reeves, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Now Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. And Reeves pulls it down. Vincent with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Now Hachimura. Deflected. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Over Finney-Smith. Reed, good. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's DiVincenzo. No made baskets yet. And there's a pick. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. James is checked in for Goodwin. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Hachimura outside to the paint. Here's Vincent. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
James, a screen on Conley. Pass to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Reeves. There's the triple. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Reed. Edwards is doubled. Outside Conley. Shot is up. LeBron with the rebound. Lakers trail by 9. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Minnesota leading by 9. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. And Reeves pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Back to Hachimura from downtown. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Finney Smith, and Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Minnesota leading by 6. Outside, DiVincenzo. From deep. Fires in the triple.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
Now here's Hachimura. James outside. Lets it fly. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. James has got 8 points. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Picked by Gobert. For 3, Randall. Rebound, the Lakers. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Now here's Randall. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Gobert inside. He's defended by Hayes. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Doncic with it. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We'll be right back after this word.
We know that Cincinnati's defense is non-existent. Cleveland can't score on me. So you got all of that going on. It's a prime opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens to take advantage of this opportunity. Lamar Jackson is coming back. The division is still there to be had.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance. And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Basket counts.
No stopping Luka there. He put some real force behind that drive.
And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Edwards. With a 9-footer. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Edwards got 9.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Randall against Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. And there's the drive. Back to Hachimura. Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Minnesota leading by 4. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Minnesota has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. For 3, Randall. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gobert finds Randall. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Hayes. Lakers trail by 5. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Randall. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Conley against Doncic. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Drains the triple.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Randall against Hachimura. Outside Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 8 here in this quarter.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Hachimura. He's got 5. Pass to Hayes. James outside. Fires for 3. Here's Hayes. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Edwards looking for an opening. There's the 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves against Randall. Randall with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact.
Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Hachimura outside. For 3, James. Counted from distance. James has got 13.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Lakers with some changes. Finney Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And connects subbed in for LeBron. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. For 3, Randall. Finney Smith pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. 3-on-3. Alexander Walker with it. Picked up by Reeves. And that one's good. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Woo! His energy is unmatched. And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Inside, Vanderbilt. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
DiVincenzo finds Clark. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. Still without a bucket. Doncic left side. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Reid, good.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
To take the lead. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game. Milton's checked in for the Lakers. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles is checked in. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards. From the arc. Edwards on target.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
That free throw good from James.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special, special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
Goodwin's checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Milton. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. Both good from the line that time. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Reid, a screen on James. Edwards, a pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. Reid sets a screen. Releases. Edwards can't hit.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Hachimura, the pass to James. Out to Hachimura. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. here's Edwards. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The shake. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from James. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Goodwin passes to Vincent. Now here's Finney Smith. Double team on James. Here's Vincent. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Reed, a screen on James. Here's Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Edwards against James. Hachimura outside. Misses the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Edwards can't get that one to fall.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Alexander Walker with it. James is there. Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. To snap the cold streak. Edwards with some muscle. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Finney Smith. Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Doncic finds Hachimura. James double teamed. James, a screen on Conley. From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Conley looking for an opening. Edwards against Reeves. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards got 22.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
To the middle. Here's James. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And they doubled up Doncic. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Reeves. And here we go. The Timberwolves on. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Show us some power. Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right in.
And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Doncic passes to LeBron. Pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. Doncic kicks to Hachimura. And here's Reeves outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Randall against Hachimura. Stolen by Reeves. Puts up a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Edwards with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Reeves against Edwards. The layup missed.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that one is good.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's Reeves. LeBron, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Randall surveying the D. Gobert with a screen for Randall. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here is Hachimura. He's looking for James and finds him, and he uses the glass on the layup.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Reeves against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Reeves. Lets it go from 11. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers trailed by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Los Angeles making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Doncic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
My goodness, he certainly got the defender with that move. My ankles are hurting all the way over here.
Here is Edwards after Luka Doncic's bucket. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. LeBron against McDaniel. Pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Randall right side. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Now here's Randall. Nothing on the board. Shoots over Doncic. Randall no good. Lakers trail by 6. Back to Finney-Smith. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Now Alexander Walker. Gobert the screen. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Up and in from the low block.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Doncic with it. Here's Finney-Smith. Nailed from three-point land. Finney-Smith's got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Connect.
Entering the league as an older prospect at 23, Dalton Connect is a very skilled offensive player. The question with him, can he add strength to his frame? Time will tell.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Here's DiVincenzo. Over Vincent. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at power forward. Now here's Reed. Clock is at 3. Over Finney-Smith. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers trail by 3. Now connect. Vincent with it. And it's denied. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Goodwin comes in for connect. And a change for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 3. Here's Vincent. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Vincent's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Los Angeles. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history. Dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals. One of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. For 3, Edwards traps in the tray. Edwards got 10 points.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Goodwin passes to Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound, Minnesota. Stolen away, and that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. James checked in for Goodwin. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. Here's Vincent, over by Conley. Pass to Reeves. Now here's LeBron. And they double up James. Clock at 4. Here's Vincent. And again, no good by the Lakers. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Reed. Hachimura grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Good work there as it goes.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Reed misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
LeBron outside. Misses the 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.